Incoming transmission.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas!
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 20th of December. I'm absolutely rank, full of cold, so this one's probably not going to be a long one. And it says it's Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga, running from an A1200 hard drive. This should be interesting. Now here we go. We've got 1 or 2 player option, and that's it. We can choose controls. Obviously, lots of different things you can do. You can use a one button joystick, a 2 button pad, you can use the keys, and well, that's about it really. So control wise, not a lot of options, but if you have got a 2 button joystick, that's probably going to be the best option for you. Now let's have a look at this. Right, so we'll have I'm going to slam the difficulty level down just to give it a chance. So quite good so far, I think, graphically. Nice to see the intro in place as well. So we can start off as Ken. So let's have a look. Oh wow, that's fairly speedy. I don't know if it's meant to be that fast, ladies and gentlemen, but if it is meant to be that fast, it's crazy. This is only the standard Street Fighter 2, by the way. This isn't like Turbo Edition or anything like that. Some of these moves are really hard to pull off. I'm just trying the standard fireball and hurricane kick combinations here, but they just don't want to work. I mean, they'll probably work when they want to, not when you want them to. So here we go. Oh, I've just been knocked out. So there you go. Now graphically, I think it's quite good. I mean, it's very recognisable. The animations aren't too bad. I'm not sure it's meant to go this quick, to be fair. Now this came on 4 discs, I seem to remember, on the Amiga. I said this is on a hard drive, so it might be that the 1200 has actually speeded this up a bit. But yeah, 4 discs, and it was a bit of a swap fest back in its day, which kind of broke up the immersion of the game, really, which was a bit of a shame. But there's quite some dowdy colours here. There's a few. Oh, look. Okay then. Turbo spinning along the floor, throw him as million miles an hour technique there. There's, God, this is crazy. But it's, you know, the backgrounds are in there, which is quite nice. Well, actually did a hurricane kick then. They do seem to take massive chunks of energy off you with standard techniques, though, which is a bit odd. I think it's just literally going too fast. Excuse me, I am literally, like I said, full of cold. There's horrible virus going out at the moment, and I seem to have contracted it, so hey! Going to be downing the lemsips, I can tell you. Now, as a US Gold release, this one, and we all know that US Gold weren't the best for home releases, and to be fair, they haven't really done themselves many favours here either. But you can see the fighters are intact, they're easily recognisable, so graphically, this is going to pump the points up for the end score. But sound-wise, it's sketchy, to say the least. It's nice that there are some sound effects in there. I mean, the backgrounds are cool. I mean, they are recognisable from the game, so that's really nice. The frames of animation are a bit sort of jerky, but, you know, not too bad. But, I mean, at least it's recognisable. I would say if you have a hard drive, this is probably the way to play it. It does speed it up a fair bit. I can only imagine that it wasn't meant to go this fast. And you'll have to excuse me because I absolutely suck at this, because it's going too fast and the controls are awful. Just so you know, you're trying to pull off these moves in like the down and around and fire to punch and do your Hadouken. It just doesn't work. It does it when it wants to. It's really quite frustrating. You can see there that Ken's beating the crap out of me at the moment because I just can't get a hit on him. That's just the way it is in these games, unfortunately. I don't even know why this was attempted in such a manner. It was actually released for the ZX Spectrum as well, which is shocking, because I never thought that the ZX Spectrum would actually be able to handle this game. It was actually meant to come out on the Amstrad as well, but it never came out on the Amstrad. which was a shame. Came out with C64 and probably every other console under the sun, but unfortunately this is probably one of the better versions, because you had the full colour, you had the recognisable characters. It just sucks, quite honestly. There's not much in the way of background music. It was nice to have the original Street Fighter 2 theme tune blaring in the background. That was quite cool. But as it goes, yeah, well, let's have a go with Chun-Li and see if we get any further. So it's Chun-Li versus Ryu. Let's have a go at that and see how we get on. Okay, this is not too bad. The spinning bird kick is what I'm trying to get here, but again, doesn't want to do it. So the other thing she can do is that 100 was a bit like Honda's 100 hand slap, but with her legs. And you can see there, trying to do it, it's just ridiculous. I mean, like, I've pounded him into a corner. I mean, I suppose in a way it would be quite... If this was your only option, I think you might have been happy with it, but the disc swapping would have just completely put you off. It's a shame because it actually looks quite nice. Can you see what I mean? I'm actually just hitting the fire button in the hope that she's going to do a 100 leg, whatever it's called. I can't remember what that's called now. But, she doesn't want to do it. There we go. Obviously, like she does it when she's a million miles away. It doesn't help, does it? But, you know, they have tried. I think Ryu just did a dragon punch there. So majority of the moves are in the game. It just picks and chooses when it wants to actually do them. Because there's only 2 buttons you've got to punch and a kick. But it won't actually tell you which strength it's doing it at. So it really needed a 6-button pad, or to do, I don't know, maybe full keyboard or joystick with, I don't know, with spacebar to toggle between hard and soft and medium punches and kicks, maybe. I don't know. But unfortunately, it's a bit of a letdown, folks. Thank you for suggesting this one to be featured on the channel, by the way. And hello to all of you new subscribers. Great to have you along. Anyway, I'm off to bed. Catch you later, guys. Keep it retro. Bye for now!